Rossi. Rossi. Come here, sweetie. Baby. Hi. I found him, but I don't have any equipment with me. I was just in the neighborhood. I have to go home and get something. Oh, cranky Ross.